whoever is watching this video. Anyways, I uploaded a video before this called New England Patriots Rant Part 2. So I'm recording this after actually, and so this is actually supposed to be Part 1. Part 1 I tried to upload, it didn't upload at first, it failed. And so I went ahead and uploaded Part 2 because I had to redo it. Anyways, Part 1 touches on like the New England Patriots and how good they are. Pretty much what sums up is like the people are saying, well, the New England Patriots aren't that good. They're not that, they're not this, they're not that. And I'm just like, I'm kind of like, well, the New England Patriots have won 5 Super Bowls. The New England Patriots have played in 7 Super Bowls. The New England Patriots have won more division titles than any other team since the salary cap area. They've won more Super Bowls, more Super Bowl appearances, more conference appearances, and more division titles, more wins than any other team since, I guess, the year 1994 or something like that. Actually, the year I was born. But salary cap era. And so yeah, and they're not that good. Yes, some people point out, well, the New England Patriots let you beat themselves. They let you, make mistakes and get scared or whatever, and kind of beat yourself. But to me, that's kind of like, okay, that is a skill. That is smart. That is called strategy. That is called being better than you. That is called not making mistakes like you. That is called outsmarting you. That's beating you. I'm letting you beat yourself. I'm letting you make stupid mistakes. That's anybody who's good at what they do and or is in competition. That is a skill. That is an attribute. That is something you do. That is being smart. That is having wit. What's wrong with that? Um, More teams should do that. Instead of being stupid and making mistakes. Yes, that's how Patriots have won 2 Super Bowls now. Is through stupid mistakes. Anyway, so yeah, they're kind of that good. But anyways, yeah, so that was that. And the other thing I want to touch on is Tom Brady being a system QB, which is probably true to an extent. But how is that a bad thing? How that is like the stupidest thing. Joe Montana, the greatest quarterback of all time by many that say that, and is kind of been universally recognized as a true statement. Was he's a system quarterback. He was a system quarterback. Joe Montana was not Joe Montana until he got Bill Walsh, until he got his coach, until he got that West Coast offense. He became Joe Montana. And so if Joe Montana was a system quarterback, what is wrong with Tom Brady being a system quarterback? And that does not necessarily mean anything bad. That is playing to your strengths. That is a coach playing you to your strength and to your best skill. And you in this whole thing with it being a system, teams need a formula. Teams need a layout. They need a certain style of play. They need a certain, just whatever. They need a formula and a format for how they play. They like in just it's called structure. It's called a playbook. It's called strategy. It's called you need to have a plan and a certain way to go out and play on the football field. You can't just go out there and just do some random stuff and hope everybody falls in line and hope it works out for you. No, you need a formula for beating your team. It's called strategy. You do it in war. You do it in fights. You do it in solving problems. You do it in building things. It's called plan. It's normal. It's what you do. It's like every sports team has it. A certain style of play, players playing to their strengths, playing their roles, playing to the best of their ability, and coaches doing their job and planning out how to beat the opposing team. That is called planning. It's called coaching. It's called sports. Though it happens, like great teams have great coaches. The old Cowboys, Tom Landry, Bill Walsh for the 49ers. Like Tom Coughlin he was a great coach for the New York Giants and when was able to outsmart Bill Belichick in his 2 Super Bowls. One of them was just lucky, which I touched on in my next video, but the point is it happens. He held them to enough points where he was actually able to get in a position to beat them, and that 017 was scary. And the fact that he was able to do that. And, of course, the opposing thing is, Mike Tomlin having a great team that he has and underperforming. Obviously, teams need great coaches. It's needed. It's very badly needed. And opposite the Cowboys, when Jerry Jones was trying to be the coach, the general manager and everything, he's kind of let off now. But obviously, when he was trying to do that, and obviously he's not a great coach, it affected the team. Which team always had talent. They always had talent. There's no debating the Cowboys are stacking talent. They have the money to do it. They're the most valuable sports team in America. but management, coaching wasn't there, and there as a result they weren't winning. Like obviously you see things are changing now. Jason Garrett is not able to come into his own more, it seems. He's actually able to take charge more. And then, Rob Mannerly with that defense has been coaching it up. A lot of this has been a tribute to good management and coaching, good decision making on drafts, and picking people up. And then, of course, a big thing is having a quarterback that has a mentality to win, that has a composure to win, that has good leadership, and it plays smart. Dak Prescott is pretty much, to me, Dak Prescott is Tom Brady with legs. He's smart. He wins. He's a good leader. He's disciplined. He gives a team a swagger. He gives them the confidence they can win. He plays very smart. He makes the key plays. He doesn't pick up monster numbers, which he'll start to do later in his career. Because Tom Brady was like that. He didn't put up monster numbers, but he made the right key plays at the right time. He didn't turn the ball over a lot. He was very smart. He believed that you could win, and he was a good leader. And he was and he's probably very Dak Prescott's probably very coachable, and he's probably very humble, and and is willing to. He's willing to sacrifice for the team. He doesn't need to make all the big superstar plays. So, and he's really much just Tom Brady with legs. I mean, he can run as well. So, yeah, that's just but Dak Prescott has a great O-line. He has a great running back. Big Ben. I mean, he's great, but as much as Mike Tomlin doesn't really, I believe, coach up to what they could be, he has great receivers, fast receiver in the league, all great receivers, a good O-line, great running backs. But we never talk about that, how Big Ben just has all this talent around him, and that attributes to a lot of his success. And I'm talking about Lucky, which is in the next video, that Arizona, Pittsburgh Super Bowl, that ball hit the ground interception, but it went Pittsburgh's way. I believe wholeheartedly that ball, I think it was Troy Polamalu, they got the interception, but it hit the ground. It was not an interception, but it went Pittsburgh's way. So I believe wholeheartedly they got lucky with that play, and that turned that game around. But, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. And then the whole cheating thing, Spygate, was a matter of positioning. Bill Belichick was reporting from the sideline. You could see the camera. That whole thing was not illegal until the year 2007. Roger Goodell came in, changed the rules, got mad at Bill Belichick because he was coaching. He was reporting on the sideline, and Bill would not listen to him. And it was a matter of position. He was supposed to do it from somewhere else. And the Jets, I think the Jets got kind of mad and told on them. And the Patriots told on them a year before that, which was hypocritical. That was hypocritical on their part. They shouldn't have, they're going to get mad at the Jets for doing it. Don't get mad, don't do it yourself. But, that was not illegal before that year. And that was really just a matter of positioning wherever's being filmed from. People saw the tapes. There was a guy on Fox that does Fox Sunday. He gives the injury reports, who's going to be active, inactive, and all that stuff. Ball-headed guy. He's seen the tapes. He was saying it to Colin Cowherd on his show, on Colin Cowherd show. He was telling right there, it really was nothing serious. Go look that video up and find it. Spygate videos, Colin Cowherd, some ball-headed guy, I can't remember anyway. But he was like, yeah, it was really nothing serious. And media members have seen it. It was really nothing all that serious. And the whole thing was just blown out of proportion. It was Roger Goodell having a pissing match, and he was mad because Bill Belichick was usurping his authority when he first came commissioner, so he was getting pissed off, and just blew it completely out of proportion. And people have these conspiracy theories, and the whole walkthrough with the Rams and all that in Super Bowls before, that was proven false. Matt Walsh has been proven to be a liar. He was one of these guys that was saying all this stuff. His story have changed, and he's lied and all this and that, which I believe the Patriots were doing some of that. But, like I said, it happened throughout NFL history. Old coaches admitted to doing it. Other teams did it. Like I think I might have mentioned, Tony Dungy did it with Peyton Manning. He admitted to filming defensive signals. So the old coach for the Colts. And it's just happened throughout the league. I mean, I've heard about that stories associated with plenty of teams. It's just whatever. How the Deflategate thing, that story changed from 12 to 1. The Colts balls were deflated. Some of their balls deflated too. What science proves that weather would have changed inflation. It proves that it really wasn't a huge advantage, and it was only for half the game. And then the Patriots numbers got better when they got regular balls. They beat Seattle with regular balls. The next two seasons, Tom Brady played just like Tom Brady's always played, with regular balls. Went to the AFC Championship game, then won the Super Bowl the next year, and he was playing like Tom Brady plays. So obviously he didn't need it, and they've been winning every year, every year. Now I believe, yeah, same thing with Spygate. I believe they had a little something to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did something, but it wasn't really that serious. And teams do it throughout the league. Pittsburgh got caught with deflated balls. I mean, you got artificial noise, you got tampering with free agents, tampering with the salary cap, you got the slick ball with Seattle that made the Cowboys lose at one time. So there's that things happen, heating up of balls, overinflation of balls, deflation of balls, whatever you want to call it. It happens throughout the league. People cheat all throughout the league. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice Stickum, offensive linemen slicking their jerseys that helped Joe Montana. Denver Broncos with the salary cap, hiding players, and winning those Super Bowls. People cheat, and just get over it. But anyways, yeah, that's my whole rant with that. The New England Patriots are just that good, and just accept it. Just accept it and get over it. Anyways, yeah, here I'm at work, working overnight, bored. Um, Tomorrow I got 2 shifts. I work at the movie theater. Then I got to work here again. And I'm just gonna do this in my free time, just kind of rant about different just subjects and just kind of give my opinion on them because everybody loves giving their opinion. Anyways, I just like doing this. It's fun. Anyways, yeah, New England Patriots. I'm a big fan, and just debunking all this bullcrap about them. Shout out to Fitzy GFY, and Bling Dynasty. The Bling Dynasty. He doesn't make videos anymore, but my 2 New England Patriots YouTubers, big time those fans there. Fitzy GFY, shout out. The Bling Dynasty, shout out. And go Patriots, go Pats, blitz for 6.